Hey, how y'all doing, man? We back again, another episode of the It Factor, man. Today I'm your host, as always, Jeremy Robinson, man. Today we have two great young black men, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Go ahead, big bro.
All right, my name is Desmond Davidson. I'm the CEO and founder of Total 360 Management, a sports management company that helps athletes across the country establish their brand identity. How do they like to be perceived off the field, off the court, as well as establish their foundation for community endeavors. We've been up and running for going on about 3 years now. I have one of my prominent clients with me, brothers, from college, man, to now. And it's a blessing that God put us together for real to be able to do this. Stephon Brown, I'll let him introduce himself.
We're going Stephon Brown, coach receivers. I'm the pass game coordinator at Westlake High School. I'm also I'm 1/3 of the training company, TopShelf Performance. So my brother TJ Brown and Steve McGill.
Okay, man. Nice to meet y'all, man. Nice to meet y'all. Thank y'all for coming on the show. Even though, late today, but thank you, man.
Today's a holiday, man, and we here, so it says a lot about how we feel about you, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that is a lot, man. That is a lot. So, shoot, I say since you guys the first two, guys that I have on the show, like both at the same time, we'll go back and forth on the questions. So I can ask both, and then one can answer, then the next person can answer like that. If y'all want to do it like that, that's cool.
Yeah, but with us, you can keep it cordial conversation too, man.
Yeah, that's what we'll keep it straight.
Like I said, me and Steph, you probably will never get another tag team duo like this one. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, man, shoot, starting off, bro, tell me a little bit about Total 360, man. Tell me about, what it's about, what started it.
What started Total 360 is the same thing that started everything in my life, honestly, and it's failure. Mm-hmm. So when I was in grad school, Steph was still playing at WKU. Like him and all my little homies, they knew I wanted to be a sports agent. So when I graduated from University of Louisville, I had an internship with Octagon with their football divisions based in Atlanta. At the time, I was interning with Cliff LeBoy Jr., who's now the vice president of Wasserman. Mm-hmm. So CJ gave me my first opportunity. And during that summer, I realized being a sports agent really wasn't for me. Like I learned the ins and outs of the game,
right?
And nothing against what sports agents do because they do a lot for their clients and they're very impactful. It just wasn't the passion behind what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I took facets and different components out of the sports agency business, and that's how I put together Total 360 Management. So I do everything for an athlete that their agent would do for them, except get them contracts with their respective teams.
Gotcha.
So any and everything that Steph needs, I'm on standby for. But the difference between me and a sports agent, I'm not literally obligated to do anything for my clients. It's all out of love. It's all what I want to do. And the way I came up with the name Total 360 Management is if you step outside of my mother's house and you just do a full Total 360 scan on how you can really change and impact the community, it's a lot you can do. So I mean, not much has changed, bro. Everybody that I work with know that this is the same vision I had. I just made it my own entity for real.
I like that, bro. I like that, man. So, I would say, man, with me being an athlete, growing up in high school, playing ball and stuff like that, I wish I would have had, some trainers like y'all. So when I seen it, I was like, man, I need to get some people on to this, man, because it's a good thing. Because I feel like a lot of athletes, especially here in Georgia, they got it to where they got the game, they at high school, whatever. But a lot of their coaches are like, we just trying to win these games,
Right.
That's pretty much it. So how do you guys feel about that, pushing the athletes to get them to the next level, get them to college?
I just say, on my end, just in the training game, that's to keep yourself intact, like what's going on, I feel like. But coaching, that's a completely different ballgame. Coaching, there's more kids, you know what I'm saying? You got to be more attentive. You got to be there. You got to let them know that you a part of what, you know what I'm saying, what time and goal. At the end of the day, like you say, win. But if back in the day, if my coach was a trainer, I would have been at everything you had going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These kids nowadays, they they're not taking advantage of what's out there for them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you giving them free game. Shit, I'm giving you the answer to the test. You know, so got to take them. But at the same time, it's like I tell people all the time, like I love like training. Like that's like really what I do. My passion, coaching though. You know what I'm saying? Just like my knowledge of the game and like, you know what I'm saying? And then the kids, like they get a good feel from it too. And they understand like, okay, coach got my back. Like he played the game. Like he knows what's going on. Like he see what I see. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what make it easier for them at the end of the day.
Right. I'm with that, man, because I mean, I know a lot of coaches that played ball that were like giving that side knowledge, like, look, man, this is what you need to do when if you do go to college to play ball, even if you go to college or even if you try to do something outside of college, like try to better yourself, like every time, you know. And to have a black coach saying that to you, that means something because you're like, dog, he was just in the same shoes as me. I don't care where you from. We all be going through the same things, you know. So like even with me now, you know, being in the tech field and stuff like that, a lot of people thought that the show was gonna be, all you gonna do is talk about tech and we gonna do this. And I was like, nah, I need to bring on every person in every profession. I don't care what you're doing. As long as I see that you're doing a great thing, man, great service to the community and to our people, bro, definitely bring you on the show, man. So like, definitely, man. I was wondering also, like, so what's you guys' it factor, man? Like, why you guys do what you do?
Me personally, it's just giving these kids what I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like I caught my brother TJ, who I do the training with. I caught him on the back end. He was still playing. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I trained with a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, but I didn't really get into that until after the fact. So it's like me having experience coaching college ball and like being around, like, you know what I'm saying, guys I played with in college like that. Like, well, shoot, like why can't I get them boy a free game like that too? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I be the reason that, you know what I'm saying, I can make a phone call and say, well, coach, you need to check this kid out. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being that extra help that some of these kids need. Because sometimes it's not even about your talent. It's about, like, who you know. And, like, who you around, who can put you in position, who can really tell you, like, okay, this was the situation, this is why you in the position. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell kids all the time, like, I don't ever take credit for a kid. I didn't have you. I'm not at it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I can give you like them little bits and pieces you need to like get to that next level and stay there, or like be, you know what I'm saying, be a better player, I did my job. I think that's my fact.
I'm with that. What about you, bro?
For me, it's the same reason why I started really studying sport administration. I broke my neck in high school playing football.
Oh man.
So my story, like, it was either school or nothing. And it's like, all right, the only time while I was in high school, middle school, the only reason why school made sense is because if you don't perform in the classroom, you can't play ball.
Right.
So when I go to college, it's like, no more ball. Like, what I'm going to do? So it's like I had to figure it out faster than, you know, some of my friends that play college ball that didn't go to the professional level. So for me, I just tell the kids, even friends that's my age, like, you have to take advantage of all your opportunities that present themselves to you. And you can't let your circumstances define you. That's my it factor for real.
You're
because
right about that, bro.
Like when my first time pulling up the Steph's neighborhood, I'm like, yeah. And like we met in college, so it's like, yeah, you really get like why he moved the same way you move or why he responds the same way you respond. And he's been to my neighborhood. So it's like we come from the same background. It's just the geography is a little different, but it's like his pops. Like I love his pops. I didn't live with my pops growing up, so the bond that him and his pops have, it's like I cherish that because I had to take my learnings from all the negative stuff that was around me, and I turned that into a positive.
Right.
So it's like, just never letting your circumstances define you is my it factor for any and everybody that wants to work with Total 360 or just inquire about it, to be honest.
And I like that, bro, because, I mean, shoot, that's the thing. When I bring people on the show, man, need to be black women or black men, bro. It's crazy that we have some of the same stories, same things, bro. Like, going on, even me growing up without my father and, you know, falling on football, you know, and saying, hey, you know, this is my way out. Like, thinking that. Like the whole time, and then of course I got hurt as well. And I was just like, you know what, man, I ain't gonna play the game no more. I'm gonna go to college. Let's see what we can do. And even to have friends now that play ball, some that's in the league, I'm glad we stay in touch and we still stay tight, but we'll still think back to like, bro, you remember when we used to do this, dog? Like, we used to get it in, like, so, to think about what's going on in a day, like, we got COVID, we got, you got social justice, they want to talk about it like that. I'm from the South, so this stuff been going on. It's not nothing new. I have to explain myself in boardroom with whole different people that look different than me. So it's interesting to have to now do those things. So, like, how has it affected you guys? Like, how has COVID, in the social justice movement, how has it affected you guys?
I mean, it affected me in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
Being a trainer and a coach, my track didn't slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my brother, we still working. We was taking a lot of precautions and stuff like that. Like, as far as keeping stuff clean and wearing a mask and stuff like that. And just, you know what I'm saying? Just going on my own and getting tested randomly. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure I was good, so the parents could be more comfortable with the kids being around us and stuff like that. But I mean, like, just I went to some marches, you know what I'm saying? I stood for some stuff, but that's an everyday thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to give back in some kind of way. So I just looked at the Black Lives Matter thing as another way of, you know what I'm saying, showing my voice as a coach or, trainer or whatever it is, just to show my kids, like, I got y'all back, just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like I want y'all to have money.
Yeah. COVID has been, in terms of total 360, I can't say COVID really hurt us because the team grew, like, we tripled during COVID. Like, pre-COVID, it was just me, Steph, and Reggie. Mm-hmm. Now, post-COVID, well, during COVID, yeah, like, we signed five more people. And we're about to sign a women's basketball player. Then after the NFL season, we're going to sign more people. I mean, COVID, like, if Steph asks you when it comes to total 360, did COVID hurt or help your relationship with that company? And he could personally, from what he wants to do, say it hurt and helped. Because he wants to go to New York and we want to go to the Bel Air headquarters because we have a relationship with them. Right. But I reached out to them and they're like, the headquarters is currently closed because of COVID. But that doesn't stop our grind. We're going to keep working and keep building and keep pushing out content.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to keep letting people know that we're there for them. Like he said, he was marching in Atlanta. I went back home to Louisville when we was marching, doing the protests. Like, and I'm not even one to really advocate protest because me personally, I don't believe in everybody's stance on how they view things in Louisville from like people in positions of quote unquote power.
Right.
Because they not in the trenches with my peoples trying to help them and uplift them. They doing it for the camera, and I'm not here for the camera. We back home every day struggling, and they doing it trying to get a check. But that's another topic, though. But COVID, I mean, it helped us tap into our creative side for sure. It made our relationships that we do have with certain brands and partnerships grow even more because we had to be a little more creative on how we can really show our worth, to be honest, because it's a business at the end of the day.
With that then, man. I say the same, bro. Like, COVID, of course, it was an adjustment, and us as our people, we Black, bro. We gonna adapt. I don't care what it is, what's thrown our way. We like, look, dang, I hate that happen, but I still gotta, the mortgage still due. I still gotta make this. I gotta make this thing shake, man. And even with you guys are building the future. You don't even know. Well, you know it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you building the future, man, of young men, young women to go out here and do amazing things, even outside of athletics. And like, I feel like when a lot of people see that, they think that we all work like, every kid want to go to the NFL, NBA. It's like, no, that ain't what every kid doing. A lot of that is the sacrifice we have to make. Like, that's the sacrifice in your body, your time.
Let me pause you really quickly. And I'm going to tell you why every kid thinks that you got to go to the NFL or the NBA as a kid, because that's all they see. They don't have people telling them about the other opportunities that are out there.
Right.
And that's what really put Black kids, to be honest, or minority kids behind because they don't know about the opportunities. Well, for the most part, that's how it is. But I will say that there are a lot of different programs and initiatives out there that are trying to expand and push that in a positive way for the communities that really don't have the parents or the resources that can pay for certain things.
Mm-hmm. You're right, man. So like I would say, like, what are you guys' ultimate goals, man? Like, what do you want to see change in the world, bro?
Me, I just want to see like these kids out here that's really working and you know what I'm saying, busting their ass here, they get more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a kid out here like Dad said, like in them trenches busting the butt every day doing what he got to do, I want to see that kid get a shot. I ain't really too much worried about that 4-star kid that got it all that really didn't have to work for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or the kid, he grew up, his pops played in the league, and you know what I'm saying, he getting this and getting that just because I want to see that kid, that dog that's really coming up out of there every day. Mama's struggling, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really got too much going on, but he coming out there every day giving it his all. He ain't complaining. He ain't worried about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding, like, athletes, like I deal with athletes, they people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, a lot of people get viewed a certain kind of way just because they catch a ball and shoot one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, them people real too. They got lives too. Like, just because they off TV or doing whatever like that, they should be able to, you know what I'm saying, live their life how they want to as well without getting bashed by the media for just being people.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me personally, I just wish politics didn't weigh in on decision making. And I don't mean real political power. I mean politics, like Steph said. Like your pops played in the league, so therefore everybody put you on a hot platter. Like personally for me, I saw it pay out yesterday when somebody from Louisville was drafted in the NBA, Jay Scruggs.
Mm-hmm.
He came out of JUCO, didn't even go to a D1 university. I mean, he was going to go to the University of Louisville this year, but he said, no, I'm just going to go straight to the league from JUCO. The number one JUCO player back-to-back got drafted. The last player to do that was Dante Smith, who got drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, and he was from Louisville too. That was like 20 years ago.
Man.
But I say that to say, like, I know Jay's story personally. And Jay, his family didn't have much, but he worked hard. And now look where he's at. He's going to be inspiration to a lot of more kids that want to do it their way, that don't listen to, oh, he can't make it to the league. He didn't play against top-tier talent, blase. Like, you can't let somebody else dictate your story.
You're right about that, man. I feel like even me being from Fort Valley, Georgia, of course, I have a great football team, all type of crazy stuff we've done in school, broke records. But as the time goes and we look back, some of me and my friends, man, I think on like, you know, there was a lot of sacrifice there, you know, like I was saying earlier and saying, you know, the time we put in and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of kids don't see that. And what you guys doing, I feel like they can see that now. Like they got social media. And I brought it up again because I seen him say earlier that, you know, kids have everything at their fingertips now and don't even, you know, want to execute at it, bro. So how y'all feel about that, man? Like, how you feel about a lot of kids saying, you know, I ain't got to do that, bro. I know I'm good, though. But, you know.
It did a lot for me just this past offseason, like this past spring and summer. Like, I saw one of my kids that, you know what I'm saying, he played for a 707 organization that I work for. I work for Cam Newton for the 707 organization. Kid went out there, got 3 scholarship offers, 707. Like, schools called him, like, we offer you a scholarship right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, it ain't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You can go viral right now. You go viral on anything. For who this is, who you know. You know what I'm saying? I think the game is so different now because it's watered down. Because you got these agents, you know what I'm saying, and these other people like these advisors and stuff like that. You trying to talk to these kids when they're young, you taking the fun out of it. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting to enjoy it. You trying to make it be more business before it gets, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not letting them enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you get to college, the day you walk in there, it's business. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time you make that tackle, you make that block, you make that, you know what I'm saying, that kick, whatever, like your name go on the system. And it's business after that. But see, it's like why I'm gonna tell these kids like, okay, this going on, that's going on in the world. I'm gonna make it fun for you. I tell my kids all the time, like, you gotta have fun. If it ain't fun, why you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy going to see my kids every day. I enjoy being around. I could be doing something else. I got 2 degrees. I could be working a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I could have a suit and tie on every day. For what, though? I'm the first person in my family to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
First person in my hood to get 2 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that mean a little bit more to me when it comes to that, so I can give them the real, because everybody ain't gonna do that. I sat in kids' houses, like, you know what I'm saying, with coaches, recruiting them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I done been out here in these trenches, like, walking around trying to tell these kids, don't do that, don't do that. I can't save everybody, but I can save the ones that listen. You know what I mean?
I respect that, bro. I respect that, because to see a coach to go do that, man, that means a lot. Because, like, first off, I can say, like, at school, you see all these white coaches, like, hey, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. It's like, I never saw, bro, black coach chase you down, bro, like, hey, look.
I don't just be scared to do it because they don't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they don't want to get looked at a certain type of way by people on staff. Me, I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your life at the end of the day, bro. Right. I can't go home sleep at night knowing somebody, you know what I'm saying, screwed you over, and I could have helped that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that just, you know.
I'm with you in that, bro. I just did that for my boy to get him a job. I was like, he was like, man, how your job, bro? How is that, G? I'm like, dude, look, it's a job. You want it? We can get you in here. I'm gonna get you to work around, bro. Like, but you're gonna make some good money. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure you get to the right people.
Sure.
Yeah, I would be wrong. Like you said, I would be wrong. And our people got to get back to that, depend on our people on, man, because a lot of people don't want to support something just because it's like, you ain't got the numbers. You ain't got this, or he ain't doing this yet. So it's like, nah, I got to support you. So yeah. I would say, man, first off, man, do y'all have any questions for me?
No, man, we just appreciate you for having us, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you answered the question that I was going to ask you, honestly. Like, what made you reach out and want to have Steph on the podcast? But what I really wanted to know is what made you want me to join, to be honest.
Man, to be honest, bro, y'all 2 black men that's changing the world, bro. And, like, I can't just reach out to you and say, hey, sign this up for me and be on the show. You know, I need to have both y'all on it because I need both of y'all perspectives of how y'all look at you guys' profession. And then on top of that, I want to get to know y'all, man. I want to work with y'all and build a partnership. See, what I'm trying to do with this It Factor is it's a show for the people, cool, but it's more than a show, because it's like I want to have different people that's in different professions that touching our people, bro. That's like, hey, this is what I do. This is how I did it, da-da-da, you know, and what we can do to, you know, grow that. So I would love to always work with y'all, man, the more I can, you know. So I'm thankful that both of y'all took time out y'all day to be on the show, bro.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate you for having us, for real. I mean, it's a blessing. And like I told you, I'm all for helping small companies, small businesses, small entities start, because Total 360 started with just me, you know? And then you had Steph, who believed in me. Well, Steph believed in me before Total 360 even existed, to be honest. It was just me figuring out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. So everything we do is our way, to be honest. And yeah, like Steph, I'm not gonna lie. You say I'm helping change the world. Steph is changing the world. I have never seen another person come how he comes for his craft. It's beautiful. I'm a fan, to be honest. I'm just fortunate enough to be working with him, but he's different. And like I told him, the world's gonna know who he is in a few years. Just be patient. I'm talking about the world, not just America, the world.
World, bro. And that's the thing, dog. When I was looking at the videos, I was like, hey, man, they're working with so-and-so. Okay, that's cool. And you see the people, and it's like, I don't care about dudes that's in the league now. It's bigger than that. I'm like, they working with these kids, bro. You don't see that. You don't see nobody trying to do that, bro.
That's the part that's neat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit. I call any one of these dudes I train in the league. You know what I'm saying? I call them up, talk to them. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even about. It ain't about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do something in my neighborhood every week. On Tuesday, I train all the kids in my neighborhood for free. I don't charge them. And I try to do something for them in the neighborhood, whatever like that, because we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, little baby we from the same neighborhood. Like, the boy Ant just got drafted, went first pick in the draft. He from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's just people are doing stuff So I feel like it's my turn to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even just for the kids in the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to expand it. When I travel, you know what I'm saying, and I go train, me and my brother, I try to do stuff for the kids, like where the neighborhood's at, where they ain't really got nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Where these kids at, you know what I'm saying? I'm always protect myself, you know what I'm saying, make sure I be straight, but I'm going to know somewhere, you know what I'm saying, where I could go do something or like, you know what I'm saying, call somebody else, try to get some cleat for them, some blood, like do something, you know what I'm saying, just to say like somebody care, bro. You feel me? Like it ain't even about, we didn't have that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I see somebody, like Dad said, like me and my pops, like, we done had shaky situations. Our relationship with my pops was real OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know at the end of the day, like, if I need him or he need me, it's going to be whatever. Like, but at the end of the day, my pops was more working. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to go do what they had to do. For my sister, I had to figure out stuff on my own. So I seen stuff. Like, I saw, like, you know what I'm saying, folks getting put out. Like, folks getting, you know what I'm saying, doing this and doing that. And, you know what I'm saying, making a right or wrong decision. I ain't made all the right decisions. I wasn't no guy that had no decorated career, and you know what I'm saying, all that. That wasn't me. But I worked. You know what I'm saying? Every day, like one thing about like I'm gonna work. Like you ain't never anything associated with my name is gonna be work behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I call Dez any time of the day. Like he gonna answer the phone, he be like, look, bro, I need you to do this, do that, woo, 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 boom. I get it done. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people like it's kind of funny now, like when I tell people like, oh, you can call my manager. You feel me? Like it's kind of to say that, but at the same time, that's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done been in my neighborhood. He know my upbringing. Like, he done been in the trenches. I done been in his hood, you know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than what we got going on because people coming, you know what I'm saying? They coming to Total 360, but at the end of the day, I was Total 360 before it was what it was because I believed in him, like, when I was still playing. It's family with us. It ain't like, or if I'm around or something like that, why he ain't calling me? Why he ain't pull up on me? Why he, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even on the business until we can go sit down at a round table and talk business, but at the same time, we sit back kicking and, you know what I'm saying, drink a bottle of Bel Air and kick one, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Family. But
that's how I got to be.
I just all the time, like, these kids is the reason I get up every day and I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, I don't regret no decision I ever made. And everything that's coming to me is all humbling. Like, I don't look at it like it's going in my head. I look at it like I ain't did enough. I ain't did enough yet. Not too many people know about what I got going on.
Telling you, Jeremy. Hey, we just now scratching the surface. I'm telling you.
Right, bro. I feel you, man. I'm doing the same. So, dog, that's crazy that you say that. You know, I've been working from home, thank God, you know, and I work corporate America every day with them people.
Yeah, me too.
And
me too.
Working with them, I find out.
They do too.
Right. So, damn, that's what's up. But no, so sitting there, man, I'm like, you know, I'm sitting there one day at work. I'm getting my MBA now. I'm like working to become a college professor. And I want to do that because, bro, I want to touch the future, bro. Like, you know, hey, bro, let me get out here and teach some kids some life, like real life skills, some stuff I knew, like that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And like to do that, I feel more than sitting behind the desk, bro, being on the computer, bro. That it get old, man.
And I'm telling you, bro, I fight that battle every day, like literally every day. Like I gotta wake up tomorrow 8 to 5. Like I got a corporate America job. You know, I'm not gonna say I hate it. It's just not where my passion's at.
Right.
Like, I learned some stuff at the company I work at. I work in the marketing department for the #1 dental solutions company in the world.
Respect.
You know, and before I took that job, my background was straight sports, all sports, like all sports. I didn't have a background with corporate America. Like the most corporate America I had been was the Hornets, you know, but that's entertainment. It's not corporate America. So, I mean, it sharpened my skills a little bit, and now I do move different. But it helped me get to where I'm at now. Now I know, like, when God really speaks to me and tells me walk, I'm gone. But until then, I got to make sure I keep the main thing the main thing. We got to keep the lights on in the crib, you know?
Sure.
But I'm telling you, like, Total 360 is going to be like Pepsi. I'm telling you.
The thing that I can say about Dad, though, you know what I'm saying, is like it being my big brother, like, he worked 9 to 5 every day. I call him anytime. Oh, look, bro, I'm gonna call you right back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure this straight. Okay, what we got going on with this? Like, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna do this. I got this going on with it, but what I need to do? Like, how you think I need to go about that? Like, them the kind of conversations I go and I listen to anything he tell me because he ain't never told me nothing wrong. He ain't never put me in no position where I had to second guess anything he say. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Like, any of all these other folks that be trying to sit down and talk to me, you gotta talk to him. If you don't want me talking to you, I ain't talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay to play. And that's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, we really built this thing from the ground up. Like, Dez really told me, like, look, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Just trust me. You know, like, I don't trust a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I got shot last October. You know what I'm saying? So my upbringing, like, it may be different or looked at a certain type of way, frowned upon, but at the end of the day, in my field, I feel like I'm the best doing it. Me and my brother. Like, I don't feel like nobody else, you know what I'm saying, can do it. And that's a humble way of me saying that because I learn from people too. And that's the difference. Like, people don't understand. Like, I really sit and watch trainers like, okay, this what he doing. This what he doing. Okay, my coach, Coach Braun, Coach Jeff Braun, and Coach at Purdue, like, I look at myself like in pictures and video, I'm like, damn, I look like Coach Braun. I got all these play sheets in my hand. Like, I know you know what I'm saying? Like, folks just tell me, like, because they didn't ever think that could be me. But I believe it could be me. And that's the difference. Like, and I think that's the biggest blessing that came from all of this because I could have been doing whatever. Like, I could have been out here just, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever. But for what? You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to school that long for nothing. Like, my mom ain't got no debt. You feel me? Like, it's a blessing.
Yeah, man. So, shoot, I would say, man, I'm just blessed to be upon y'all dudes, bro. I'm glad I was able to reach out, man. I say everything with this show has been a blessing, man, because so many people, you don't know how big your network is until you just write that DM. It was like, you know, I'm scared. I don't know the hell. I don't know these people. They don't know me. They my people. Let me go on.
We ain't doing nothing.
Right.
So any way possible we can get it out. And like I said, I appreciate you for reaching out too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like Dez, he'll tell, like, sometimes, like, I got 2 pages, so like he'll look at my other page and like let me know, like, you need to reach out to them or you need, you know what I'm saying? I have to stop what I'm doing and handle that. But it's always love. Like I said, like you helping me raise my platform. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that.
So yeah, man. So definitely this video will be coming out soon, bro. I'll be sending everything you guys' way. But I look forward to working with y'all, bro. That's even what you said, like the outreach that you do. Anything, bro, hit my line, man. Y'all need my number, all my information. I can send it to y'all, bro. I love what y'all doing. I want to be a part of it, man.
Yeah, for sure. We got to tap in and see how you can really help, you know, or how we can help you. Like, we can have some brainstorming sessions. We can take it offline.
All right, bet. I'm with that, bro. I'm with that, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Have a good night, man. Y'all take it easy.
You too.
All right, you too.
All right.